All right, here we are, folks. Sunday morning after a rain out. Yeah, unfortunately here in Southern Ontario we got a ton of rain this week. I think the track would have been all right, but the pits were pretty flooded. So I didn't want to go motorboat racing, so they canceled the races and we stayed home. Cars are still all in one piece. Obviously, didn't move. A little bit more work to do. A little fine tuning now with the week off that we can do. Not just general maintenance, because that was all done. We'll do some fine tuning now. Get this thing as perfect as possible. Did a little cleanup. Got some tires up top there. Them out of the way, so we got some more room in the shop. Put Kyle's bumper up there. We gotta get the compressor. Compressor's almost ready to go. Almost all wired in. Just a few little things to do. We're gonna run some piping up over the roof, put the reel over by the door, get that thing going so we're not using our little itty bitty compressor anymore to mount these tires. A ton of tire work this week. We mounted up all these tires. Got some more rims from John Pinsino, some more tires, so we moved some tires around, try and give us the best options we have for stagger, softs and hards, everything like that. So just gotta get those measured up, see which ones are going on which car, and then get ready to go. Going forward here, the plan is their guys are gonna come here tomorrow night. We're gonna do the tires, get the shop cleaned up. We got a bunch of parts over here from Kyle's little incident on the weekend that we gotta get cleaned up, fixed, straightened out, whatever we're gonna do there with spares. We picked up 2 more hubs over there on the bench. Spares just in case, you never know. Because it sounds like things are going to open up here and we might hit the road racing. So plan going forward, Kyle's not going to be racing on July 24th. He's got other commitments with his wife, so he's going to be doing that. So the 73 car will be staying home, but next weekend the 49 car will be back out there. Get as much seat time as we can. It's tough against those open motors, but any seat time that I can get right now is going to be beneficial for us, learning the car, setup, everything like that. So July 24th, the 49 will be back out there at Southern Ontario Motor Speedway. And then the following weekend, July 31st, it sounds like they're going to amalgamate Southern Ontario Motor Speedway, Humberstone Speedway, and Brighton Speedway. And everyone's going to go to Humberstone Speedway for their opening night and put on a hell of a show there. So we'll be heading up there July 31st, the August long weekend that is. So we'll be heading up there. And then August 1st, me and Brandon Sook will be going to Sunset Speedway to crew for DJK. I'm going to try to bring the GoPros to get you guys a little bit to see what we do there. Not going to give away too much though. Can't cross the line with DJ there, so we'll see what we can do. But that's going to be a fun weekend. It looks like we got the campers back. My camper's all insured, ready to go on the road, so we'll hook up with that one. Kyle got his RV fixed, so it's sitting outside just in time for us to start hitting the road. So I'll haul up there with my camper. It sounds like me and Brandon will go right from Humberstone up to Sunset, spend the night in the RV at Sunset Speedway, and then meet up with DJ and the crew when they show up there Sunday for a doubleheader there with the Pinty Series. So stay tuned this week. We're going to try to get more behind-the-scene footage here in the shop. It's been tough because we come out here and we just get to it. But I'm going to try to do a better job for you guys. You guys see what we do here in the shop, see some of the behind the scenes, the beer drinking, the storytelling, all that kind of stuff that makes it fun for us. And all right, folks, Tuesday night here. Pretty quiet night last night as we didn't race last weekend, so it's just me and Kyle, and then Brandon Sook stopped by for a bit. Got a lot of tires figured out, did some mounting, unmounting. Us going on the road, we had to make sure we had enough softs and hards for both cars just in case. Depending on track conditions, so we'll see what happens there. I think we got them pretty well set up. We got a couple more we got to put on the beads, and we'll be good. Got the motorhome out last night. Looking a little dirty from sitting in the shop, so she'll get a bath. I got to fix a few lights, torque the tires on it, and we'll be ready to haul up to Humberstone next weekend and Southern Ontario Motor Speedway this weekend with it. So that'll be interesting. Put Kyle's RV in the back. We switched the cars around here as I'm racing this weekend. Kyle's not. So we got the cars switched around here. Kyle got a few more stickers done up for some of his sponsors. I gotta do a quick bolt check on mine, put the body back on it, and I think we're about ready to go racing this weekend. So, had a little incident last night. Too bad we didn't catch it on camera. A lot of you probably would have got a good laugh out of it. So this door doesn't go up all the way, so I only put it up this high usually so we can walk under it. No issues or anything. Well, we worked away for a couple hours and then we started moving stuff to get the RVs out. And as I was pulling out, I remember last second that the door wasn't up all the way. Well, we were about a second too late. So I hit the bottom panel with the door, with the RV, put a little kinks in it, knocked the wheels out. So we had about a half an hour, 45 minutes of work getting the door down, getting it fixed back up so we could call it a night. But we got the wheels back in there, the mounts back on, the weather stripping back on, and I got a little kinks on the inside, no big deal. The outside doesn't look too bad. Bowed a little bit. I gotta fix some weather stripping up there, but nothing too terrible that we can't fix or manage with for now. So yeah, that was our bonehead mistake last night. So as Chunk said, I guess we need a little bit of a babysitting out here. So tomorrow night, guys will come back over. We'll finish up my car, get everything mounted up, get it ready to go racing. I gotta fix a few lights on the RV, so I'm gonna do that tonight. Get those off, so tomorrow I can get those. We can get those installed, and then yeah, it'll be go time. Saturday night, Southern Ontario Motor Speedway. So keep watching, guys. Stay tuned. Friday night here at Hope Motorsports. Got the COVID vaccine last night, shot number 2. So shoulder's a little sore. Was a little under the weather today. Didn't get me too bad. Just had a little bit of a migraine. Slept most of the day. Drank a lot of water. Feeling a lot better now. But yeah, basically the car's ready to go. Body's on it. She's sitting here ready to go. We made a little bit more adjustments on Wednesday night after when the boys were here. Again, the 73 car's not racing this weekend, so they worked on little tinkering, little things like that. We'll go over that one fully next week, and same with the 49 car. After we race this weekend, we'll go back through it next week again like we do every week. So we're gonna drop all the bars, heims, just double check everything going on the road. We want to make sure everything's perfect. We have no issues up there because like Kyle had an issue, we can't just run home and grab parts and get back to the track. So make sure we have enough in the toolbox and the trailers and everything like that. So yesterday, went to the doctor's, had a pretty big ingrown toenail. So this is kind of gross, but got it cut out and my toe is looking absolutely nasty. So I've been limping around a little bit. It doesn't hurt too bad. Last night I was in quite a bit of pain, but today it feels pretty good. Just it's like when you cut your toenail too short, that little bit of burning sensations there. So hopefully it's gone tomorrow, so I can get my foot in the shoe and we can give her hell tomorrow night. So ordered some new lights in here, as some of you have probably seen in these videos. 5 lights and only one's working, so it doesn't make the best working conditions. So I've ordered some new lights, some Princess Auto lights I have in the trailer that are pretty bright. So we'll wire those up there once they show up here. Bought a bunch more tools from there as well. Put in a pretty good order that is supposed to be shipped out Tuesday. So hopefully it's here soon so we can light this shop up so we can actually see what we're doing out here. My new John Pinsino shirt. Big Pinsy fan. We had our rivalry back in the day in the mini mods, but it's been fun racing with him so far. He bullied me a little bit last week on our restart, but it's all good fun. I like racing against him. Had a good battle with Jimmy Dale. And Mikey Lewis was there and Brad Simpson. All 5 of us are crate cars, and it was a good little battle there. I was obviously the 5th car, but we'll learn. I hate these hammer down tracks, hate throwing it in there. Got to get used to it and trust it, but still new. Only been racing 3 nights now, I think it is. So, but yeah, question for you guys. So I got a little flack last week at the track. I wore my own Hope Motorsports t-shirt. And some guy says bad luck to wear your own swag. Give me your guys' opinion on that. Is it bad luck to wear your own swag? I mean, you got to represent yourself, right? If no one else is going to, you got to. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is it bad luck to wear your own swag? As well, if you guys do want some Hope Motorsports swag, the 60 units I ordered for hoodies and shirts have all been sold. I do have to put another order in because there's more people wanting some. So if you do want something you didn't order yet, make sure you message us on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, and we'll make sure to add you to the list. I am going to place that order soon, so get your orders in beforehand. Those of you that ordered hats are still coming. They've been back ordered. Had to change up our plans a little bit, change up the hat a little bit, just so we can get them here before Christmas time. But that's the way of the world right now, right? So we're all in this together. We're just trying to get through it. But yeah, let me know though. Is wearing your own swag bad luck? Let me know. Comment, like, subscribe. You guys will see the races tomorrow.
Number 2, and that will do it for our Thunderstock heat races here tonight. 2 of those in each class, 2 of them to go as well for our late model class, now making their way out onto the racetrack. Well, heat race number 1 for our late model division on the track. Andrew Riom, Mike Lewis on the front row. CJ Field, last week's feature winner, sits now in row number 2 here for the heat race. Outside of him, we have the 53 car of Brad Simpson. Behind him, Doris Lajeunesse in the 38D. Brett Hope in the 49 car. Cody Vandewinkle in the 43 car. Near the tail, a 29 car, that is Ryan Bonner. Ryan in the 29 here in our late model division, and Jordan Van Hull behind the wheel of the 06. Ready to go here for heat race number 1. Mike Lewis, Andrew Riedem will lead him off 3 and 4 as we get ready to fire it up. Well, lap number 1 and away they go. No surprise, Andrew Riom off to a good start out in the first position. Good battle for that second spot. CJ Field, Mike Lewis. Mike Lewis slides back just a little bit, sits in that 3rd position. Brett Hope 4th, Doris Lajeunesse rounding out the top 5. Couple cars around, caution going to come out here as Doris Lajeunesse and the OC. Well, one more time down the backstretch for these drivers in heat race number 1 before they get back to green flag action. Single file restart. Andrew Riom, CJ Field, Mike Lewis, 1, 2, 3, green flag in hand, ready to go as we roll on through heat race number 1. Some issues for Brad Simpson there. Tries getting a bit low through 1 and 2. He's going to come out of the track or onto the track on the infield. One more time around for race leader Andrew Riom. CJ Field about 8 cars back to him. About a straightaway back to Mike Lewis running in that 3rd position. checker flag out for heat race number 1. Andrew Riom picking up the win. CJ Field comes home in second. Mike Lewis third. Fourth will go to Doris Lajeunesse in the 38 car. And Brett Hope in the 49 rounding out the top 5. For our features, let's fire it up. Couple of cars on the infield early on. Don Douglas and Evan Bonner in the 29. They're on the infield, out of harm's way, but out front, Andrew Riom leads that lap, followed by Dale Glassford. Greg Haskell, Brian Spielman give chase. Glassford slides up in 1 and 2, but not going to open the door for Haskell. Down through 3 and 4 this time for race leader Andrew Riom. Car slow down the backstretch. That's the 7 car of Brent Colby. That car, not sure what happened there. Something may have broke on the rear end. Looks to be sitting a little low. Well, that's a flat tire on the rear end, so that would cause a bit of an issue. Left rear flat on the 7 car of Brent Colby, bringing out our first caution during this feature here. Gets it fired back up. He'll make the right-hand turn and make his way back to his pit. Want to give a shout out to Mr. John Pinsino watching at home tonight, getting things ready to go for next weekend's event up in Humberstone. Also our good friends from Hooker Racing watching tonight. A couple late models not here tonight. Jake Hooker in the 38 is your defending champion here at Southern Ontario Motor Speedway. We'll look to see that 38 car back out here, hopefully this season. See if he can defend that title, but at the moment, Andrew Riom, obviously a good starting spot on the front row. That's going to do well for him. Off to a good start. Leading the first couple laps, Dale Glassford getting things sorted out behind him in that second position. Greg Haskell has moved his way up into the top 3. Jordan Van Hall there in the 06 getting a push as well. Looks like he's trying to get that thing fired up. Not sure what happened there with the 06 car. Jordan, one of the rookies here in our late model division. Looks like we're going to give him one more time around here before we cut him loose again in our Andre Lanoux late model feature. Delaware style restart here at the pole out front. It is the 1A of Andrew Riom. Glassford chooses the inside line. That gives the outside to Greg Haskell in the RH21. Riom leading him down. Expect again another good jump. Riom good on these restarts as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag in hand, ready to go. Back to green. 3 wide down the front stretch they go. Tyler Lozon on the inside of Mike Lewis. It was Rob Young, on the outside. Back for that 5th and 6th position. Brett Hope, Cody Vandewinkle, Doris Lajeunesse doing battle there. Back. Bit of a bobble there from Rob Young. He's got his hand out the window. He's going to be slowing down, try and make his way to the top out of harm's way for the 48 car. Something may have broke on that. We'll see if he can make it down to the infield or at least limp that car. No, caution is going to come out. Caution will come out for Rob Young. Was trying to keep that car up and out of the way. Did a good job, but just didn't have the room. So Rob Young not able to get it off the track while there was some issues on that 48 car. So that brings out the caution here, bunching these guys up one more time. Only a minor change up front though. Greg Haskell has now jumped up into the 2nd position. One more time down the back stretch, single file this time. Glassford files in behind Haskell in that 2nd position. Andrew brings them slow and steady out of 3. One more time, back to green we go. Haskell in the 21, definitely looking for some redemption. Hasn't had some good luck, but things seem to be working so far as he tries to gain a bit of ground on race leader Andrew Riom. A little further back, a good battle going on. Brett Hope trying to gain some ground on the 43 of Cody Vandewinkle. Not much changing up front. Cars starting to get a little bit more spread out now as we get on a bit of a green flag run. 1, 2, 3 starting to pull away just a little bit. Spielman in that 4th position. Tyler Lozon rounding out the top 5 in the 66 car. Good solid run for him, getting that green nose back on the 66 machine. I'm sure he's happy to have that back on there. I know if you know Mr. Lozon, it's got to be green. Hopefully that giving him a little extra luck here tonight. Up front, though, not much changing. Andrew Riom still leading him around. Greg Haskell doing what he can. Now coming up onto some lower cars. See if that will give him an advantage or a disadvantage. Both cars making it by Evan Bonner there in the 29 car. They will start to close in on the back end of Brett Hope in the 49. Cody Vandewinkle and Doris Lajeunesse inside the top 10, looking to gain some ground on the 00 of Jim Dale Jr. Again, leaders starting to make their way into some traffic here. We'll have to see what plays out, if this will give an advantage to Haskell or if Riom can work his way through these slower cars. Brad Simpson there in the 53 between 1st and 2nd. Haskell now gets by him. One and 2 now looking to the inside of Doris Lajeunesse in the 38 car. They slide up past him now on the outside of Jim Dale Jr. These two making quick work of some of these cars here, trying to make their way as we get down into the closing laps here of our late model feature. 2 laps left to go for race leader Andrew Riom. Not sure if Haskell has anything left in the tank to try and gain some ground here. One more time around for Andrew Riom as they get to the inside of the 5 car of Mike Lewis. Greg right down on the bottom. He bobbles and slides up just a little bit. That opens up a big gap to race leader Andrew Riom, this time out of 3 and 4. It will be the 1A of Andrew Riom, tonight's feature winner. For the Andre Lanoux late models, Greg Haskell with a great run, finally getting...
Hey folks, Sunday morning after a night at Psalms last night. Car's a little muddy, not too bad. A little bit drier than what we've seen recently. Not too much mud on the car, but it's wash day, so we're gonna get it washed up. Towed last night with the RV. So it towed pretty good. Me and Howie went, we got set up. Chilled for a bit in the RV, which was nice, comfy, not sitting out in the heat or anything like that. And then, yeah, went racing. So we went 6th to 4th, and then Doris Lajeunesse got at me on the last lap on a little mistake. Put me 5th in the heat race, and then started 9th in the feature and finished 11th. We didn't adjust too much. Wanted to see where the track was going. So we just left the cars we ran in the heat race. The heat race, it felt pretty good. Should have tightened up a bit. But learning experience, still new to this, so we're going to keep learning. Get the car washed up, do a full maintenance on it, change all the oils, rear end, trainee, engine oil, everything like that on her. Go through it. Make a few more little adjustments for Humberstone on Saturday night. So we're going to go with both cars up to Humberstone. But that'll be fun. Not overly